So Iron Man, how was your interview with Same Time Toys? Well, it was pretty low budget, but it was fair, Hector.
Same Time Toys, one more time, guys. All right, so part two of my man Kenzo hooking this guy up. I never saw this figure in the store at all, anywhere. He found it at Ross. Fucking kick ass. But yeah, it is the Gold Iron Man. Gold. And not this Iron Man. No, not this Iron Man. This Iron Man. Which is basically the same Iron Man minus the skirt and a little bit of paint. But neither here nor there. This comes with that swank Tony Stark head that will be immediately turned into Hector Ramirez for my G.I. Joe Classified collection. If you don't know who Hector Ramirez is, he is the news reporter in the G.I. Joe cartoon, Sunbow cartoon, from the episode 20 Questions. But yeah, so without further ado, let's spin this around and do what we do. We'll talk toys. Damn it. Okay, so front of the package. Dun, 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 dun. Back of the package. Dun 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 dun. Oh, and there is a blurb, so Iron Man Model 01 Gold. When Tony Stark decides that Iron Man needs an outfit upgrade, he faces off against the hypnotic Gargants wearing golden armor. The fuck? What? Okay, so I remember Tony wearing gold armor in like Avengers #1. And it wasn't a very... I don't know how long Tony wore gold armor. Maybe I'll look into that before I film the rest of this. Maybe I won't. But yeah, guys. So, you know, we got the classic retro packaging. We got the attention. We got the made by Hasbro. Yeah, don't ingest or eat any of the action figure because it'll make you have to do the Heimlich. And then there's your barcode and Hasbro, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, all trademarks registered, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And this shows you how to use your blast effects. And technically it doesn't, like you think, because it shows little lines on, you know, where to put the head and the hands. Well, do you put these in the feet? Do you put these in the hands? Where the hell do you put them? Anyway, let's spin this around. We'll spin that around and we'll talk most things Iron Man. How's that sound? Sounds good. All right, there he is. Iron Man, Tony Stark, the one and only. Yeah, so what can we say about Tony? That hasn't already been said or shown in the movie, or... Well, how about Tales from Suspense number 39, 1962. This was his first armor. He made it with Professor Ho Yinsen in Vietnam when a landmine went off and he got shrapnel in his chest. It's basically full of electromagnets and conductors and all kinds of crap. But yeah, I mean, it's basically the same story that's been told over and over and over and over and over and over and over again about Iron Man. It's just how the story works. They just keep bringing it forward in time, and that's it. But this gold armor came from issue 40 of Tales from Suspense. Yeah, so what the hell, right? So that was a mono beam, a proton beam. All it was a searchlight and a fucking heat ray. Okay, guys, nothing fancy. None of this omni beam or any of that shit. I mean, it was nothing. And that antenna was to keep the transistors going, so basically he didn't die. That the slivers from the shit got in his, transferred to his heart. It's just like fucking the movie. I mean, except they used this armor in the movie. And well, you know, that version of the armor is great as the Kirby is, and trust me, the Kirby armor is great. Was brought into by Steve Ditko. And issue 48. So basically almost 10 issues the next year, almost a year later, his armor went from Gold Dome here to roller skating menace. But a couple of Fists of Fury. You can see the repulsor beams in the palms there. Not exact. You know, I need to go back and reread all these super old issues. I wonder if those were repulsor beams or if they just helped him fly. And then we get two of these. Well, they're definitely not going in the palm of the hand. So they're for flight. And what's the one thing I am really gonna start bitching about? I don't have a flight stand. I need to buy flight stands. And I just wish Hasbro, Marvel would make stands, their own stands. Stands that we can buy pre-packaged. You know, not the, well, with the same idea here, how it says DC on the bottom of that. Put a big M on it. Put an MCU on it. Put whatever the fuck you want on it, but put Marvel on it so I could fucking put a Marvel superhero on a Marvel superhero stand. But Iron Man looks down. Iron Man looks up. And there is a fleshy mass in there. I'm not going to get into that, but Iron Man also does the giggity. If there was ever a Marvel character that needed to do the giggity, it is Iron Man. His T-pose is amazing. It's almost a Y. Spins at the shoulder, spins at the bicep. Double pinless. Double pinless. I don't think there is a pin under there. Let's see. I don't see a pin under there. So he is double pinless, folks. Even though, you know, these bigger characters, you know, you can't give them double joints because they don't work. And well, even though he's double jointed, you're not really getting a whole hell of a lot out of there. You know, it's just the way the armor is. Now that armor is completely different because where this was steel plates, that was like a metal mesh. So it is that. You notice he does not have an ab crunch or a diaphragm, but he rocks at the waist. He spins at the waist. Has this cute golden skirt overlay that does not get in the way. All right, so yeah, I ran out of storage on my phone. So his Van Damme here, pretty good kick for a solid suit of armor. I mean, kicking that Joe right in the face. So, high 7s, low 8 on the Van Damme scale? Sure. They are not drop down hips. I am happy about that. He has a thigh cut. Double pinless knees. Loving it, loving it. Does not have a boot cut, even though there's a line right there. Right there. Right there. No boot cut. Heel toe is proper. Ankle rocker is proper for these giant kick stompers. There is the jet, the attachment. Bam. And a hole for a stand that he does not come with. Yes, I will not stop. It is my goal to get Hasbro to make us stands that we can spend more money on, so I don't have to buy a third-party stand. Okay, so the Tony Stark head. Yeah, tell you what. Hector Ramirez, A Star is Born. 20 questions from G.I. Joe. I'm not going to take 20 questions, but he is my new star ace reporter. And, you know, I've got a million microphones. Well, at least 5 from all these wrestler figures that I have and these kits that I bought. And I swear to God, I cleaned up. The shit's in a Ziploc bag somewhere. I have no idea where it is. So, yep. He's using a flashlight. Ain't that some cheesy shit? But I'm telling you, Hector Ramirez, hell yeah. So this was a giant twofer. I've been waiting on this one. Kenzo, my man. Thank you, buddy. Because without you, this Count Nefaria, that guy right there, this would not have happened. The Count, well, I've seen him in stores. This guy, I have not. I believe I got this one at Ross. So, of course, I wasn't going to get that one. You know, God forbid I get that lucky. But on that note, we will see you guys in the next episode. And, you know, be good to yourself, all right? Don't take no shit from nobody. Sit!